Hi everyone, I'm Liz, and welcome back to Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch for Flosstube episode 69. Hi friends, welcome back. I'm Liz, and this is my channel about cross stitch and quilting and anything crafty that I entertain myself with. Does anyone watch Ted Lasso? One of the soccer players, his whole thing is ball is life, football is life. And here on this channel, craft is life. I never don't want, no, that's double negatives. I don't ever want to not be crafting. I always want to be making something. Usually that's cross stitch. A lot of times that's sewing and quilting. Craft is life. And this is my channel about crafting. I actually always get a lot of questions and comments that I know people mean well or whatever, but you're like, how do you get so much done? And how are you so productive? You have a full-time job and presumably a life. I mean, that's debatable. But craft is life. That's like literally what I'm doing if I'm not eating or working or, doing what I have to do, obviously. Spending time with my family. Although even when I spend time with my family, I'm usually cross stitching. So I don't know. That's how I get all these things done. Craft is life. Yeah, happy January. January is fully upon us here. It's been cold and gray and blah. So I've been stitching a lot this week. So I have no new finishes and no FFOs to show you. I did not get into the craft room much this week. I just kind of settled into the couch after work with stitching every day. So let me show you what I've been stitching on. Okay, the first thing that I stitched on this week is Rose Manor, of course. Guys, I got so close to finishing this one this week. And honestly, it would have been a finish this week, except that I ran out of my white and it should be here tomorrow. I just checked the tracking. I have a little bit more left than just the white to fill in, but that's because since I knew earlier in the week that I was going to run out, I focused on some other things, but it is so close. Oh, I love this so much. I cannot wait to see this one framed. I'm gonna get this one framed immediately. So I'm stitching Winter Rose Manor on 40 count Brenda's Brew by R&R Fabrics with all of the called for floss except for the white, which I subbed to Classic Colorworks Toasted Marshmallow. And so you can see in this bottom corner, I just have to fill in the white. I have to finish the fence, and then I have to finish this little planter, and then that's a wrap on this one. Oh wait, and I have some back stitching. There's like some back stitching in the house, but I mean, yeah, this is just going to take one more evening and it's going to be a finish, and then it's going to get framed. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I love it. So almost there, almost there. Oh, so I was just thinking, because I've been seeing a lot of you guys posting your Winter Rose Manor whips on Instagram and either tagging me or I'm already following you, or, but I've been seeing like a lot of people stitching it. And one thing that I get, or one question that I get every once in a while is people asking how they make sure I see their photos, like when they tag me on Instagram. And it can kind of be hit or miss because I get tagged in several things a day. So sometimes I might miss one or two, but usually if you just, include my Instagram handle in the comment, or if you tag me in the photo, I'll see it, no problem. But the one thing that's very important that I wanted to point out is if you have a private Instagram account, meaning it's locked down and people have to request to follow you so that no one can see your pictures unless they're following you. If you tag me in something, I won't ever see it. So that's just, you know, an FYI if you're ever wondering like, oh, I tagged her, I wonder, you know, she's never like commented or liked. It's probably, it might be because your Instagram is private. So just keep that in mind. I mean, it's fine to have a private Instagram, but then that means, you know, I just won't be able to see your pictures. So I just thought I would point that out in case anyone is ever curious why I have not gone and liked and commented on your photos. So I'm sure you probably all know that, but just in case anyone doesn't know that, that's one of the things, that's one of the reasons. Okay, so next, Mirabilia. That's right. I got out my Mirabilia this week. And this kind of became my bed project. I've talked to you guys about how I have couch projects. This one's my bed project. And the reason is because just the kind of way I stitch and the way I like to like sit and kind of lean as I stitch, I need to have my laptop set up for this, and I have more space on my bed and my nightstand to have my computer set up because this chart, okay, so people who've stitched Mirabilias know these charts are so small. And so I have to take a picture with my phone and put it on my computer or my iPad and like zoom so I can see like what I'm working on. Because this chart, not only is it small, but it's also like on a big weird piece of paper. So like it's just hard to wrangle and it doesn't fit in my little living room setup very easily. So I take pictures and put it on my computer so I can zoom, and it works best for me to stitch this one when I'm on my bed. So I've been keeping this one in my room so that later in the evenings when I kind of go get in bed, I stitch on this one a little bit before I go to bed. And so I've made some progress on my Mirabilia. And this one is Florentina. I don't know if I said that. And so down at the very bottom where her dress kind of hits the ground with the little yellow flowers, I filled all of that dress bit in down at the bottom. And so you can see I'm just kind of working my way right to left right now. And this dress is so huge. All the whites and purples. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be a white dress overall, but it's like the way they do their colors, it's like the shadowing, right? It's really cool. So you can see I'm down in this area, kind of working my way over, and I cannot wait to get to this cat and to this little turquoise bench. Speaking of cats, Rob and I are looking to adopt a kitten. Yeah, that might happen today. Maybe not today, but maybe soon. There's one we kind of have our eye on at the Humane Society, but they've been closed for the past few days due to COVID cases, like I think affecting their staff. So they haven't been able to like be open. So we're just kind of keeping an eye on their website because there's one little kitten. Yeah, maybe soon, or maybe we'll just wait till spring when it's like kitten season, you know, but I don't know. We're kind of in like a kitten mood. We really want to adopt a little kitten. So, I'll keep you posted. I'm like very distracted today. Everything's distracting me. I like saw a cat and I'm like, kittens. Because that's just what we've been talking about the past few days and have been on the Humane Society website being like, look at this one. His name is Mozzarella. Okay, anyways, my Mirabilia. Oh, I'm stitching this one on a 32 count, picture this plus chalice. And I'm using all the called for DMC colors, and I subbed the Krynic for Petite Treasure Braid. So, yes. Okay, the next one was a bit of an impulsive start. I just really wanted to start something wedding-y. And this is Wedding Roses by From the Heart, Needle Art by Wendy. And she very kindly sent this to me because I was talking about wanting to stitch a ring bearer pillow. And so this chart has a ring bearer pillow and also like a little sentiment design. And so what I've decided, the charts are not the exact same size, but they're similar enough that I'm going to stitch this for one side and this for the other. And so on one side will be the ring bearer pillow. And then when I display it in my pillow basket, I'll flip it and it'll be the today, tomorrow, always with our wedding date. I'm going to put our wedding date on there. So, I went ahead and got started on that. And here is my little start. I just worked on this for a couple of hours one night. Just wanted to get it started and see if I liked my colors. I stayed pretty true to the colors in the chart, but I didn't have really any of the ones she called for, so I just kind of grabbed from my stash. And then I'm stitching this on 36 count Weeks Dye Works linen colored linen. Linen in the color linen. I hope everything's pretty clear today. My ring light, I go through these ring lights like, what do I couldn't think of an analogy. I go through ring lights like I go through iced coffee. Reset. I hope the lighting is good today because my ring light is broken again. I go through a lot of ring lights. So I just have natural light and it's January. So I'm hoping everything is coming through nice and clear and you can see the colors. I'm really happy with how this is looking. And so it'll just be the today, tomorrow, always with the flowers. And then at the bottom, I think I'll add in our wedding date. And speaking of anniversaries, we both kind of forgot, but Rob and I's 3-year anniversary of dating was on New Year's Eve this year. And we both kind of realized the day before, we were like, oh yeah, happy anniversary. We're going to get a new anniversary this year. But I think it'll be kind of hard to forget that New Year's Eve was our first date because that was kind of a fun first date. Okay, next up was a very impulsive new start because I can't remember who I saw. I was watching somebody's Flosstube. Ooh, I should have written it down. And they were starting the love notes from Brenda Gervais, like the little Valentine theme smalls pattern she has. And I was like, ooh, I think I might have that. And so I came in here to look. And then I ended up pulling out all of my other kind of Valentine's themed patterns. And I started this one. This is the Heartstring Samplery Be Mine Biscornu. And I have loved this since last year when it came out. I bought it immediately. And I just had never started it. And I think it's so cute. So I started in the top right corner, which I always do. And here is my little start. I just stitched on this one night this week. And so I know it looks upside down, but you kind of stitch everything in a circle. So when it's all put together, it'll look right side up. But oh, I just think it's so cute. I used, let's see, I think I used most of the called for colors. Oh yeah. I used all the called for colors and I'm using 40 count R&R Old Town blend. It calls for Stars Hollow, which I thought I had on hand, but I couldn't find. So I'm using Old Town blend, which I think is gorgeous. Just wanted to make sure, you could see the white of the envelopes and stuff. So yeah. Oh, actually, I do think I changed my white. Let's see. What did they call for? She called for beige, and I think I'm using oatmeal. I don't know. It was just a slightly less yellow white that I grabbed. But yeah, I've never done a Biscornu before. And Two Tall Stitchers had started a Biscornu Sal last year, and I kept wanting to jump in and then never really started one. And so I'm just very late to the party. And I am gonna do my first Biscornu, and I am gonna stitch, there is a bottom to the piece with like little envelopes. So I will stitch the back side. Oh yeah, and then the little hearts in the corners. So I will stitch both sides of this. So yeah, that's my cute, impulsive little Valentine start. And then yeah, speaking of Valentines and why I kind of got hooked. So this is the Love Notes chart from Brenda Gervais. And let me take it out and show you the one that I really want to start, which maybe I'll start it today because YOLO. It's this little Be Mine right here with the chickens. I think that little Be Mine is so cute. I also just love like the hearts, but yep. So I really want to start that. And oh, sorry. Like why am I just I'm like real scattered today. I grabbed this 36 count Lakeside clay pot. Yeah, 36 count clay pot that I thought would be super cute with the Be Mine. This chart Brenda calls for all DMC, and I don't know if I have them all on hand, but I'll probably just grab from stash. It's just like red, whites, pinks, you know, a couple greens maybe. So I'll probably just pull from my stash of floss, which I actually worked on organizing a little bit last night. Rob and I went to the Container Store yesterday. Saturday in January, a little packed and a little sold out of like everything. I wanted to get one of those like ornament cubby systems, right? Where you like put all the ornaments in their own individual cubbies and stack them, and that way like nothing rubs against each other or breaks, because I have a lot of breakable ornaments and a lot of handmade ornaments, and I tend to just wrap them in like acid-free like packing paper every year, but it's like kind of laborious. So I was trying to find a better solution at Container Store, but they were sold out of like everything. So I think I need to just get on Amazon and get one of those like little cubby systems. And in the meantime, our Christmas tree just stays up. So we have not taken down our Christmas stuff yet because I'm still enjoying the lights in the evening. So whatever, it'll stay up for a while. Okay, so last week I totally forgot to show you something that I got as Happy Mail, and these are just like the cutest things ever. So Carol, who is Carol's Crafty on Instagram, reached out and asked if I'd be interested in these super cute little wooden gift tags that her and her husband made. She kind of gave her husband some directions and he cut these out for her, and then she finished them, and she did like a whole I think it was a whole series, right? Like some like I'll have to go back and find her picture. If I can find it, I'll put it up here. But she used these so cutely, and so she sent me a couple of them, and I cannot wait. I need to like go through my Christmas ornament stash and find a couple patterns that would fit really well on here, so I can use these for next year's tree because they're super cute. And I love how lightweight they are. They're like a, you know, maybe like a 1/4 inch. Yeah, probably like a 1/4 inch thick, but like a very lightweight wood. So I don't feel like they'll, you know, drag down the tree. I have some other wooden boards that I like have thought about using for ornaments, but they're like 1 inch thick. And I'm like, I feel like it's just going to drag the tree to the ground. So I am super excited about this. And that was so, so nice of you, Carol. Thank you and your husband for making these and sending them to me. I love them so much. Okay, I also had a little bit of haul this week, and I think it's all from Fat Quarter Shop. I belong to a couple of their fabric clubs, a couple of their floss clubs. And this one is the Moda Fat Quarter Petite Bundle. And speaking of Valentine's Day, this one is called Love Notes, and it is so sweet, so cute. I think this is the fabric they're using for their charity quilt this month or this year. I can't remember now, but this is a gorgeous Fat Quarter bundle. Very springy, very Valentine's. And then I got my Ruby Star Fat Quarter bundle, which is super cute and springy. Comes with thread, which I love. Because they always come with like a very non-neutral, like a bold color, and I only ever buy like white and off-white. So I love getting these threads in this package, because then when I like need some sort of bright thread for like a one-off project, I have like a whole range to pick from. So I'm always happy to get these very bright threads, because I just don't keep like a large selection of bright threads on hand. So it's nice to have these to choose from. And then they also come with a quilt pattern. So here is the quilt pattern that is custom made for this Fat Quarter bundle, which is super cool. I really love this Ruby Star Society Club. I don't know if there's openings, but if there are, I would recommend it. I also grabbed just a few things off their website. They had all of their Fiskars on sale last week at some point, and I really wanted a 60mm rotary cutter. I just have 45mm, which is like the standard quilting cutter, but I wanted a thicker one for going through thicker materials, more layers, etc. So I grabbed the 60mm. I also grabbed a little pair of precision scissors since they were on sale. I got, oh yeah, I don't think I have. I think this is my first piece of Fiber on a Whim. Fat Quarter Shop has started stocking Fiber on a Whim hand-dyed fabric, and so I got a 36 count cream and sugar, which is just a nice, pretty cream neutral. So I'm excited to try out some Fiber on a Whim. And then I got some random fabrics. Let me pull them out and show you. So I got this pretty Christmassy fabric. I got this gorgeous Christmas fabric. And no, I don't really have plans for any of these. I just liked them. I got a black houndstooth. I got the little tiny hearts. I've been like really into Valentine stuff right now. More little tiny hearts. And more tiny little hearts. Oh, sorry, I got 4 colors. More tiny little hearts. This one's a white on white version. So yeah. I don't know what any of these are for. I just wanted them, so I got them. Yeah, that's my haul. And I think that's the video for this week. I know it's a little bit of a short one. I still have plans to do a quilt whip parade and a finish parade. I just haven't sat down to do it. I'm a little slow moving in January. I know most people are like, rah, 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 it's the new year. Not me. But I'll get there. I have everything set up in this cart next to me for the finish parade. So I got to get that done this week so I can put all that stuff away. That's my motivator. Oh, I also went to Container Store. It's, I guess, a little bit of haul. I went to Container Store and got these pretty magazine files. You can see I use some magazine files already. And so I got kind of some pretty colors of these to try to sort out my pattern collection because I have so many patterns. And so I kind of want to move away from the binders. I don't know, the binders are easy to flip through, but it's kind of hard to like maintain. I find these easier to just shove stuff in and go. And so I kind of want to sort by either theme or designer. I need to like kind of lay out my charts and see what makes the most sense for what I have. Like I feel like if I did like a Blackbird bin, for sure I would fill one up. So probably Blackbird will get its own bin, but then I don't know, everything else might just go by theme or maybe by like alphabetical by designer. Maybe alphabetical by designer. I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go, but I got 4 cute bins of these that I need to go through and try to reorganize some of my pattern shelves. I was also thinking kits might be able to fit into here. Let's see. Oh yeah. Maybe if all my kits are in one of these cheapo bags, I can fit kits in one of these too. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to play around with kind of organizing my shelves at some point soon. What else is going on? I really need to schedule another trip to Las Vegas to do some more wedding stuff. Been making some more progress, hiring photographer and DJ and setting up an engagement shoot. Yeah, so I also need to pick invitations. Invitations seem totally daunting. I don't know. There's like so many options. I need to just keep looking and figuring out what I want it to even look like. Okay, so I think that's the episode for this week. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.